So I want to draw your attention now to something which is called the endocannabinoid system. Now, those of us who studied our biology or medicine will know something which is called the endocrine system. The endocrine system is that network of glands in the body like the pituitary, the thyroid, the adrenals, and these control the production of hormones. And the hormones are these chemicals which actually help us to function and to feel the way that we do. And that includes the sex hormones as well. So there's this whole system that we have, like we've got the nervous system, which is literally information, but then we've got this other information system which is the endocrine system, hormones. So here's the new system on the block, never heard about it until this year, and it's called the endocannabinoid system. So here's the thing, it's been known for a long time that we have what are called cannabinoid receptors in the brain. Well, then they began to discover they just weren't in the brain, they're also in other parts of the body as well. So actually we now know all over the body, in lots of different parts of the body, there are these cannabinoid receptors, and they're designed particularly to fit the molecule that is the cannabis plant and also the cacao plant. And it's becoming increasingly obvious that there are more plants that feed the system. So when we think about nutrition, we want to look after our nerves, look after our heart, all these things. Yeah, that's great. But there's another system to look after, and that's called the endocannabinoid system. So one of the things to do to ensure good health is to nourish that system. Consuming hemp oil would be very useful. The CBD oil would be much more useful still. Making sure you consume raw cacao, either as a raw chocolate which you make for yourself, see the films, or the bulletproof hot chocolate. These are all ways to nourish your endocannabinoid system. So when it comes to health and well-being, this is something else we want to become aware of, to nourish and to look after that part of ourselves. So this gives rise to the really obvious question, which is, okay, if this is the case, how would you know that you need to look after your endocannabinoid system? So here's my answer. If you're a person that suffers from a lot of stress, someone that suffers from anxiety, or is easily agitated, what I would strongly suggest to you is that you're lacking nutrition for this particular system of your body. For what I am feeling about the endocannabinoid system is that when you get the right nutrition, which can be provided through the cacao, the cannabis, the hemp oil, the CBD oil, this causes the body and the mind and the emotional bodies all to be in a state of harmony, where one is more relaxed, more in tune with everything. In fact, it's a lot to do with acceptance. If you find you're a person who accepts your life and accepts the things you experience, then that's a very good sign that you're probably well balanced in that area. But if you're a person that struggles to accept things, especially if you get out into nature and you're just going into a place of complaint about the cold or complaint about this or that, that would be a good indicator that that system is suffering from lack of nutrition. So that's what I would advise you in that sense. Just tune into how you are and the degree of acceptance that you show in your situation, and see how you feel in nature. Those would be good ways to find out whether that system needs to be given more nutrition.